can track you. It can be a 25 or a 50-digit ID,
Goodness
a
gracious.
random
Will you remember that? Will you remember?
No, why? Because you don't need to remember the number, the misnomer here, and you don't need an ID card with a photograph. See, there are instances where
people are so concerned about their name, and for instance, people are superstitious in our country. You pay extra money to the public department and get a fancy number plate for your car. There are politicians who will change their name. Numerology, they'll add an extra A or reduce an A. Your name is Chris Dev, or what is your full name? What is your full name?
Biometrics.
Chris Dev. What is Chris Dev's full name?
Gopal Krishnan Devanathan.
Look at that.
So
his full name is Gopal Krishnan Devanathan, but he chooses to make it Chris Dev. What if you get a number? What if you get a number which is
an acronym, because I know that you will get fooled by these acronyms.
Oh, why will I get fooled by Chris Dev?
Whereas if you are able to identify me through a biometric, the name doesn't matter.
But you're stuck for life with a number which may not be.
And you don't need to care what is the number. That's what I'm saying. You have a 50-digit number which is an encrypted number.
All those who pay money to the public department to get fancy number plates should also listen to you and not pay them.
No, it is not necessary, because you won't know your number. The smart card carries the number. It's an encrypted number which is showed. So what you need is a smart card, a biometric device which can read the smart card and your fingerprint, so that you have the scanner and register it.
No, the scheme is totally bad, not necessarily in law. Even when you look at the scheme, you know, our own data, we would not be able to see. We have the card, but we would not be able to see our data. We won't know anything.
Today in Columbia University, I mean, some of our former employees, when they ask for testimonials and certificates, they don't waive their right to see what we've given. Here, our own data, we don't have.
We don't have a right, because this is a system they are introducing. No parliamentary sanction, no rules, no regulations, no act. Yeah, the entire scheme is contrary to the Citizenship Act. The entire scheme is contrary to the citizen rules framed under that. It is contrary to Article 21. Now, standing committee has totally rejected it.
But what are you're opposed to your fingerprints and your iris?
That's all.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay, because otherwise on Facebook,
biometric data should not be there.
On Facebook, Mr. Radhakrishnan, most of us voluntarily disclose what we are doing, what we ate.
Correct,
everything.
exactly.
That voluntary on our walls we put out.
I cannot be forced to say.
That people say that data also is being sold to
that's
companies.
Possible.
There was a Harvard study also suggesting that.
My observation is,
it will help the government surveillance. That's all. Surveillance of every individual.
In these times of terror attacks, isn't that required?
Only terrorists you go.
How do you distinguish? How do you distinguish?
It is possible, you know, so far it is possible. They have been fairly successful also. But you cannot make all the people criminals for this purpose. Contrary to law. Because if you have legal sanction, it's fine. At least we can challenge it later.
But can't you view it like what we undergo frisking at the airport?
Yes.
For the larger public good and security.
Yes.
What is wrong with then having your fingerprints
and... You know, then we have to
if you have nothing to hide, why not give our fingerprints? What's so precious about our fingerprints?
No,
you're not giving stem cell blood, right? It's only fingerprints and...
It is just the perception. It is just the perception of the individual, whether he is right or wrong.
No, I don't want to give. What is this? I don't want to give, because it's my right to disclose, you know, my personal details. You can't force me.
No, I have all your personal details. I have all your personal details.
No, you see,
if you are having a bank account, I have your details.
No, for getting ration, I have to disclose, I have to give my fingerprints. For going abroad, I need not give anything. I can get passport and go abroad. So rich people can go, can fly anywhere they like. But poor persons, you know, for getting ration, they have to give fingerprints.
Okay.
What is this?
On the contrary,
there is a mental block there.
On the contrary, it will you know, like be a level playing field for everybody. It is a leveler. Why? Because if the entire 1.2 billion of India, if they are able to have this unique identification with biometrics, every individual is trackable.
Nobody can crack the code.
No, nobody can track the code, and it just doesn't matter what the code is, as long as the system
what
is
about
able
the WikiLeaks
to track.
document then?
No. See, the WikiLeaks document that you are talking of is not about an individual's, you know, like rights. See, the majority in India, the 70% of the population, mainly the rural population, they are living below the poverty line. They don't have...
Okay, let me ask Mr. Radhakrishnan. Mr. Radhakrishnan, I want to quote again from a government study. The Ministry of Petroleum is estimated to have saved over 1,200 crore rupees every year in subsidies that was reportedly lost on LPG cylinders registered under bogus identities. So you can save money for the state exchequer by eliminating fraud. Do you believe that the UID scheme can help eliminate fraud?
Certainly not. You have to improve the present identity scheme, whatever way you are doing, either by ration card or, you know, PAN card is not available, ration card only. Ration card system you can improve. Or you implement, you know, 2003 rules framed under the Citizenship Act. So if you implement those rules, automatically national identity card can be given to everyone.
No, but when you get your for the passport, you give all these details, no
No,
fingerprint and all
no
that.
fingerprint. No fingerprint. Passport we don't give.
Yeah, you give on paper.
Or you give
You
there's at
give
least
on
one
paper.
thing, no?
The thumb impression.
10 fingers we are giving.
No,
Like
one,
fingers.
one.
It doesn't
thumb
matter.
impression.
2 thumbs only
Even-
you have,
even
so
that can
you
be
give
dispensed.
that.
That can be dispensed with.
Okay.
No.
That can be dispensed with.
I want to again quote from another, since I quoted from
Yes.
various studies for Chris Dev. Frost and Sullivan's Indian Biometric Market Report, which says biometrics is gaining traction in government and non-government applications. So are we averse to technology? Are we being befuddled by technology? Are we prejudging an issue, as he said, the fear of the unknown, and actually denying ourselves benefits in the long run?
Yes. Now I will also quote one article. This is Biometrics and Privacy. Roger Clark, Canberra. It is only on 15th April 2001. There he says, in practice, measurements are seldom identical, and the comparison depends on the tolerance level that has been set for the application. This has the result that sometimes false positives will occur, sometimes false negatives will occur.
False negatives is another issue.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. As I told you, when we talk of triple access control, where you have the card, the number and the fingerprint, okay, if there is an error, it can always be corrected. So it is not that you register once for a lifetime, sir. Whenever you go and use, it automatically keeps updating your information. So that means on a regular cycle, it keeps updating the information. When you, from a child, when you grow to adolescence, then adult, then like a senior citizen, it keeps on tracking you. So I feel an ID card which can track a person from birth to death will empower him to make sure that he gets all the rights which he is entitled
No,
to
that
under the
itself is
Constitution.
invasion of privacy.
It's
Somebody
not
is
empowerment,
always
it's-
watching me. Somebody is always looking at me. What is this? This
No,
kind of
so-
democracy
so
we
who
don't
is
want.
that somebody?
But now we know.
Who is that somebody?
No, we need to look at this problem differently. Whether it is necessary for our country, just to help thousands and thousands of poor people, this scheme is necessary. This scheme is floated for the benefit of a few. We don't know who are the few. But this scheme is not for the country at all, for the interest. If you look at public interest and right to privacy, public interest will prevail over everything.
Okay.
Now public interest is there because there is already
You don't
3
believe that this
different
is a
systems.
reasonable restriction?
Oh, it doesn't come in reasonable restrictions.
Okay.
I can understand. Suppose if you don't, need to register these iris and fingerprints, certainly this card is useful. But already there is, there is a card, national population
Duplication of
register.
thing. This
Why
debate
this
can-
duplication?
this debate-
Crores and crores they are doing.
Absolutely. This debate can go on and on. Finally,
No,
on a
but
lighter
with
note, I want to ask
with
you.
due respects to Mr. Radhakrishnan, that is his personal view. Then there should be a referendum in the country as to how many people would like to
No,
have
standing
biometric
committee has
smart
already
card.
rejected. My friend is not aware. Standing committee
No.
of finance has already rejected the bill. Send back the bill.
That is
This
okay,
is
but
useless.
you are telling that
No, this is that-
it is the common man is not interested in this. I am saying the common man would be interested, and 70% of India are common men. It is only and in
Common
fact-
men would be
in fact-
interested in ration.
In
No
fact,
doubt about
what
it.
you are telling, 2% of the population control the fate of the rest of the 98% of the
This can
population.
go on and on, but on a lighter note, I want to ask you, my colleague Natasha just wanted to know, is it possible for somebody who believes in numerology to choose their number?
No. Yeah, this is a random computer generated
Alright.
number, and you don't even have access to that number. You don't need to know what your number is. As long as it is encrypted and stored in a card and given, which matches to your biometric.
Imagine
which is
being
all-
named without knowing what your name is, but
No, it is
that's
not
all
a
the
name.
time we have
See,
for.
it is not necessary. You
It's
give
all-
your name as usual, but I'm saying for access control, there are instances where in high security area, you expect a security to see an ID card and allow a person inside. He can have a fake
Maybe I should also follow your
fake
example,
facial and do that.
like Chris Dev. I should also call myself San Pin then, and look at the pin
Which
number.
you
But thank
already
you,
do.
thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, Radhakrishnan, for joining us. It's all the time we have for on the big question. Stay tuned. News in Tamil coming up.